Hello and welcome to another episode of Mondays with Marian. I'm Marian. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. I have tons of videos. I talk about leadership, entrepreneurship, spirituality, self-help. I talk about my own experiences, so check out the other videos. If you are just dropping in, this is actually the third video of my self-love series. It's a mini series where I talk about redefining what self-love is. And if you haven't watched the other two, go ahead and go to the first video first. I talk about saying no, and the second video is setting boundaries. So this third one, and the reason why, let me just backtrack. I wanted to talk about this is because self-love and self-care isn't only about bubble baths and spas and going shopping and treating yourself and doing all this. Those are all part of it, you know, those are good for a certain time and place if you really need that and you need to recharge. But I wanted you to think about self-love and self-care in a different light. And this third one is, do not be afraid to let go. Do not be afraid to let go. So the first video was saying no. The second one was setting boundaries. And this third one really is something that happens if you begin to foster your self-love, if you begin to foster caring for yourself, respecting yourself, having this self-esteem, really putting you first, becoming your own best friend, your own confidant, your own lover, and putting yourself first. When you say no and when you set boundaries, there will be people who are like, who is this new person? You've changed. You know, they say all these things. Do not be afraid to let go, because you will lose people. Because those people are the ones who probably were sucking out your energy, were making you feel guilty for wanting to live a better life. Because you feeling, low self-esteem meant that they could keep coming back into your life doing the same thing, and they're like, she will keep coming back and forgiving me. This happens over and over, but once you get into fight, you break up, and I'm just using a relationship for an example. Once you do that, they just, come say sorry, grovel, say they'll never do it again, give you gifts. You're like, okay, take you back. They're like, yeah, they know it. They'll keep repeating it. But when you put your foot down, you say no, you set boundaries. Someone's like, what? Oh, I'm going to leave. Do not be afraid to let go. Because that is an energy, that is a person that no longer serves you. As you expand your awareness, as you level up, as you love yourself more, that type of toxic relationship there's no room for that anymore, because you love yourself and you know what, I don't deserve that. I deserve better. Do not be afraid to let go. And most people are afraid to let go because they're afraid to be alone. But when you love yourself and you respect yourself and you truly, that love for yourself, just your cup is so full and you love and respect yourself so much, it like oozes over. Your cup runneth over. And you have enough love that you don't need to just get these bits and pieces from others, whatever scraps that people give you. You're able to fill yourself up and then have enough to give someone else. Not running on empty, not running on fumes. And this goes not just for romantic relationships. These are your relationships with friends who may be toxic to you, family members. This could be a family member that keeps going back to you when they don't have their shit together, and maybe they need to borrow money all the time, or they need to crash all the time, and you feel guilty, right? Because, they're family, you have to help me, but you're actually enabling them, and you're not respecting and loving yourself because you're keeping all that like anger and anxiety, and you don't want to say it. You're not setting boundaries or saying no, and you're afraid to lose them. But oftentimes that you enabling them keeps them just coming back. So you do not be afraid to lose people, because as you continue to invest in yourself, have more happiness and love for yourself, you will lose people. And don't be afraid, because the more love you have for yourself, you won't need to get those small bits that people just throw at you, because you love it yourself enough. So that is video 3 of my self-love series. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to go back and see the first 2, because it's kind of a little series. Let me know what you think of this third video in the comments below. Please share, and we'll be in touch in Instagram because I'm always there. And if you don't follow me already, please follow me on IG. I post stories and things all the time. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all in video